Welcome back to the Trainwell podcast. We're so excited to talk to you today. We are here to inspire you to move more, get stronger, and have fun. On today's podcast, we are going to talk about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. I think this kind of plays out in many different areas, whether that's from like gym anxiety to just pushing yourself in your workouts to trying new things that you're scared to do, whether they're like, physical activities or goals that you want to set for yourself. I think fitness really highlights discomfort for people, and that can be very scary. So we're going to talk about how to sit with the discomfort and move past it.
That is how you grow, people. You don't grow inside. Draw a big circle on your computer or your yellow pad or whatever. I'm going to draw a big circle right now, and I'm going to show
Okay,
Darian.
I'll draw one too.
This is that circle. Title it Comfort Zone. This is your activity of the day. And I want you to do a circle outside that. That circle outside that, that's where you grow. That's where you become better. That's what fitness is all about, is you stretch beyond your capabilities. You get outside your capabilities. Look at that, D. And then you come back in. You come back into it. And then you go back out, you come back in. But you don't always necessarily have to live outside that circle, live outside your comfort zone. But it is so healthy for your brain. It's so healthy for your body to expand beyond that, because then if the presentation or the situation arises where you do have to become uncomfortable, guess what? Your brain's already been templated to go there. You're more comfortable. And in this day and age, especially because we have the blanket of technology and more so behind screens, we don't tend to go outside the comfort zone, whether that's in the gym, whether that's challenging you to a new skill, whether that's having a face-to-face conversation with somebody or getting personal, like in real life. We all like to hide behind this blanket sometimes and never push ourselves.
Yeah, it's interesting how fitness can be used as a lower stakes way to practice discomfort and achievement and doing things you weren't sure you could do. I feel like in this season of my life, not even within the gym, but just in this season of my life, I have had to do so many new things I have never done before, and do them well. And what I've noticed about myself is when I'm faced with a new thing that I have to do that I've never done, my instinct is to put it off for as long as I can. Like, I will do everything else before that thing until I absolutely have to do that thing. And this is what I realize every time. I always go, ugh, why was I so scared to do that? Yeah, that took some figuring out, but I got it done. I should have just, jumped right in. Yeah, what do you think about that?
I want everybody to insert this tagline in their brain, because it goes with me everywhere ever since I heard it. It's never as bad as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. And then you get the naysayers who say, oh yeah, comma, until it isn't, But in every stressful situation I found myself in preemptively thinking, oh gosh, this is gonna be so bad. When I'm on the other side of it, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. It was nowhere near as bad as it seemed.
Joey, what's the scariest goal you've ever set for yourself, or the scariest physical feat that you have ever accomplished? That you remember being, oh, man, I'm so scared. I'm very nervous about this. And then you did it.
Oh, I have so many. One I always challenge myself every year is this 14er. It's Long's Peak. It's Colorado's deadliest peak. More people have died on this 14er than any other 14er. This is the 15th year I've done it. I've done 15. This is like a golden year. Anyways, I just remember riding, seeing the reviews of people fall off. If I've done, Ironmans, I've done ultra marathons, but you don't die in one of those. And I kept wrapping my head around people get blown off this mountain. The week before I went, someone passed away, because usually they're out of towners and they fall or they don't. Anyways, I put in my head this, you can die on this mountain. And I was so scared to do it. And that's why I keep coming back for more, because it's a test. It's a test every year. So Long's Peak. I'm still trying to get our team members to do it. Grace and Dylan, if you're listening to this, please come join me on the Long's Peak extravaganza. But I just remember I was 20 at the time, and I just remember, man, I don't want to die, but if I accomplish this, it's going to be great. And it's really not all that technical or anything, so it's never as bad as it seems. Okay, Darren, how
What?
about you? What's
Yeah.
what's something terrifying that you did? It you shook in your boots, but you did it.
I think the thing that for me was like so scary, like a physical, like fitness test, basically, was doing rim to rim Grand Canyon because we went in a really, really hot month. We were starting in the middle of the day, the week before someone died of dehydration. I remember doing the shuttle to the other side of the rim and then you like hike back. It was a 4 hour long shuttle ride. And I'm thinking, like, this drive is 4 hours and I'm about to walk across to the other side. What in my heart was like racing that whole drive. I just really I like psyched myself out. And then when I was on the trail, this is like what always happens to me. Every time I feel so scared of something and then I actually start doing it, I go, oh, nothing is scary here. I know how to put one foot in front of the other. I know how to walk on a trail. I'm just going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I'm not going to be a hero. Like, if I'm feeling any certain way, I'm just going to take a break. Like, just, I just kept going like baby steps. Okay, I'm just going to take these little steps. And then there was a moment, that fear passed. But then there was a moment because you have to do half the hike in the dark. Like we did half the hike at night. My light was like not great. So the person I was with, his light was way better. So I felt like I had to be behind him the whole time. And at one point when we're going up that trail, Joey, you probably remember you did this too, right alongside of the Colorado River.
There's
He
a bridge.
fell. He
Oh.
fell and he rolled back and like almost rolled off the edge of this trail. I had a mini panic attack. I've had very few panic attacks in my life, but I had this realization in that moment like, oh, if he goes down, I am hiking the rest of this trail alone in the dark. And like, I will not be okay. Like, it really took a lot of like just distracting my mind and like mental strength to go like, okay, one foot in front of the other. Let's just keep it rolling here.
Darren, that's so funny. I'm so proud of you that you did that activity. Because that's such a great way to experience the canyon. And I remember when we went, so there's two trails on South Rim, right? There's Bright Angel and there's Kaibab. And we went down Kaibab and then we did rim to rim to rim.
I know
Not to,
you were
not
crazy.
to,
No,
but
it
I want to,
was.
I want to talk about it. I had a horrible headlamp too, and I was going first, and I fell like, and I didn't think I was going to fall off the cliff because it was dark. I didn't really see it, but I just remember thinking in that moment, like, I prepared for this. And that goes back to what I'm learning for this is like, if it's fitness related, that always goes back to your level of preparedness. Like if it's this big, I challenge listeners to just sign up for something that really pushes you and force you. It doesn't, I mean, you don't have to sign up for it, but it could be like I don't know, like a 40-day fast or whatever. It can be like this new activity, a new skill you want to learn, but challenge yourself to do that and then prepare for it so that when the event comes or the date on the calendar comes, you can reassure yourself that you're prepared more than anything. And I think that's what's so great about fitness, you alluded to earlier, is you take the lessons you learn in the gym, you take the lessons you learn on the road, and you apply them to any extreme task. And that just uplifts your confidence. By the time I did rim to rim to rim, man, I had done so much running that I was like, let's go, like it's game time. And that's where we grow the most.
Yeah, I don't recommend anyone do a 40-day fast. That was like the most extreme thing you could have said. But I do want to break down for people like, okay, if you have a goal in mind that's really scary and you're kind of sitting there thinking, should I do this? Should I not? This seems crazy. What are the steps? Like, what are the steps that you think people should take to start achieving these goals or just these, I don't even want to call them goals, like these kind of like bucket list items that people want to do? Where do we start? How do we get comfortable with discomfort?
I'm going to use this tagline by Todd Durkin: ready, fire, and then aim. Don't ready, aim, fire. And what I mean by that is ready yourself, like point where the direction you want to go or this challenge you want to do. Get that in your head. And then go ahead and fire, book it, or set a date, commit to it. Get some skin in the game. And then the aim piece is then start to train for it, prepare yourself, etc. But I think that's where everybody should start rather than sit there aiming all day and you don't move the needle.
Yeah, I think that's a great tip because I feel like there's a lot of people I know who want to do these things and they're just held back by their fear to do them. So here's something I would say is like train train baby steps for the discomfort. Do something that's small, that's like just outside of your comfort zone. It could be as small as like usually you do a 30-second wall sit. Try a 40-second wall sit. Just see how it feels. Like start rewiring your brain to believe that you can do something or to do something that you believed you couldn't do. Like, oh, I couldn't do longer than that. And then you do longer than that. Like those little things that you can do to prepare yourself. I think the other physical thing I did that I truly was like to me proof to myself was having my first kid. I had an unmedicated birth and I I think the reason that I had the confidence to do it and that I wanted to do it was truly to test my physical abilities as someone who had like worked out and was active my whole life and put did do really hard things that surprised myself. I wanted to see, could I do this and what would it feel like? And I think along the
Wait.
way I realized,
I gotta interrupt you.
yeah.
Everyone, like what you just said there, if like you want to push yourself and challenge your that, like I want everybody on this planet to have that mindset you had, like to accept the challenge, to be willing to go there. Anyways, keep going.
But that the reason I think I was willing to go there is because my whole life leading up to that, I had practiced pushing myself just a little past what I thought I could do. And I'm like reflecting on every time in my life that I have pushed myself a little bit and gone, I did it. I freaking did it. And I didn't think I was going to do it, or I was really scared and I did it. Like even looking back to like running track, every track meet, how terrified I was. And like maybe I didn't win, but I finished the race and I really pushed myself. And just every time I lifted a weight that I had never lifted before, deadlifted a weight that I didn't think I could deadlift and gone like, oh my God, I did it. Holy crap, I can't believe I did that. All of those moments built up to this one moment of, I know that I have done things I didn't think I could do before. And this will be one of those things. So I think that's what I recommend to people is if there is a big thing you want to do that you think I can't do it, start doing little things to surprise yourself and to show yourself and prove yourself that you can. What does James Clear say? He says, anytime you do an action that is like, it's one, he doesn't say point. He says like one strike or one point of proof that you're giving yourself that you are that type of person. It's one vote. He says it's one vote for you being that type of person that you are desiring to be. And I think that that's the key. Keep casting those votes for yourself, proving to yourself that you can do things that are challenging.
I just, as you were talking there, I pulled up this old school motivational poster I had growing up, and it's 3 life lessons you'll learn from exercising. And this is to your point, the last point here, the better every day. But number one, there's no shortcut. You have to go through the hard work. One of our company values is doing the hard work, not just working hard. Like you have to go through the challenge. You have to push yourself there. Number two is you are your own limit. You have to build a strong mindset, and then your body will follow. We all know our mind's much stronger than our bodies, right? And last point here is what you alluded to. Getting 1% better every day leads to big changes. So those little micro wins you were doing in the gym, Darren, where you're pushing yourself and progressing outside, that melded your brain to accept future challenges with
Yeah.
whatever. And that gave you the confidence to be like, okay, I can do this. I remember, let's step outside of fitness because you brought up kids there. I remember one of the scariest things with me was taking all three kids to church by myself. I'll never forget that. Like I was terrified of that because I was like, it's 3 against 1 here. What the hell am I going to do? You know, I got to feed Nico. Zoe's starting to walk away. Max is crying because he's getting pushed by his sister. But I just remember just having the confidence, like once I do this and I accomplish that, that drive home, I felt like Batman or something. You know, I felt like I just saved the world. And now that I force my brain to go there, to be uncomfortable, now I'm not going to say it's easy, but I have so much more confidence doing the thing now. Doing especially when I'm down 3-1 with kids.
Yeah, you know what? This is this kind of stuff I love talking about when it comes to fitness. Like the reason I think this is like truly the reason I stay so passionate about fitness despite having been in this career for so long. For literally 20 years have been working in this field but have been active my whole life. And the reason I stay passionate about it is because you start to realize it actually has so little to do with the reason you continue to do it ends up having really very little to do with like your physical body. Like yes, I always want to stay strong. I always want to do something healthy, but like every workout I do is literally proof in my ability to put forth effort even when I don't want to. It's like proof that I am a resilient person. Every single workout, and I go do a workout 4 or 5 times a week, and every workout I leave going like, this is this is proof that I remain resilient. I can face challenges. Like, this is the reason I want people to work out. And the reason that I transparently sometimes that, when people come to me and go, I'd like to lose weight and tone my arms. I'm like, oh my goodness, you have no idea what you're going to get out of this, regardless of weight loss, regardless of your toned arms. If that never happens, if you stick with this, your life will change. It has nothing to do with the way your body looks. It has everything to do with you proving to yourself that you are a strong, capable person in this world. Like the confidence you're going to build. Like I just want people to have that foresight into like this huge positive change in their life. I think it's so far beyond fitness, but it's such a great reason to do it. Don't you
That's
think?
why, yeah, I totally agree. That's why the more and more and more and more I get into fitness, I always tell myself that fitness is for the mind and nutrition is for the body. I know that's a whole topic, but like let's just say on the fitness side of this, like it's about who you become in that process and it shapes so much more upstairs. It's a simple thing to say, but that's the more and more I unpack that, you get so much more out of it. Just like you said, I laughed when you said, I want to lose weight and I want to tone my arms. And that's all we hear. It's all we hear all day. If you're
Yeah.
one of those people out there, uh, flip the script.
Well, get excited for the journey you don't even know you're on yet, I think is what it is.
So
So,
what's our
okay. So
challenge for people? What's our challenge for people now?
well, I want to ask you, Joey, tell me one or two scary goals you have and like what you're doing to like today to start preparing for that discomfort.
Okay, I'll go with number one. I was a wrestler, right? So I was always scared to go on my back, right? And I knew jujitsu was so good because it continued the the wrestling mindset in a different field. But I'll never. I forced myself to sign up for jujitsu, learn a new skill, and it's still hard. I still get my butt kicked. Yesterday, my Adam's apple, it hurts to swallow because I got choked out so many times yesterday.
Oh.
But you just jump in there and do it, and there was no preparedness really. I want to say to that, like sometimes you don't have an opportunity to prepare. That's why you just throw yourself in it and then you figure it out as you go. That goes back to my ready, fire, aim. A second one is the triple bypass, which is a bike ride. It's a 118-mile bike ride. I feel like Jonas and Tade, Darian, you know who they are.
Yes.
But that goes from starts in Evergreen, it goes to Avon, it goes over 3 mountain passes, over 11,000 feet of elevation gain. And I sign up for that every year because it's a test, just like the Longs Peak thing. And how I prepare is I start training months and months in advance. So I just started biking last month. I love the fact of I have to write a game plan for me, and I love executing and checking the boxes along the way, because by the time I get to the start line, it's like this amazing feeling. Like I've prepared so well. It's game time. It's time to go. Let's have some fun. How
Do you
about
want to
you,
know?
V?
Yeah, do you want to know mine?
Yeah, well, I'm
I
trying to
have,
guess. Can I guess? Can I guess?
yeah, you can guess.
Okay, one of them's gonna be with like climbing, and then one of them's gonna be with like family life. Am I close?
No. Um, well, because as we were talking, I realized the one thing, the one like physical, like fitness type of thing that I've always wanted to do and have never done, and I've gotten close to like signing up to do it, and then, but nah, I'm not going to do it, is doing a triathlon.
Oh, swim, bike,
As you
run.
know, I'm not a cardio person at all, but I like to swim. I haven't swam, whatever, in a very long time. But when I was growing up as a kid, you couldn't get me out of the pool. I was such a swimmer, and I loved it. I was a strong swimmer. And I love cycling. I really enjoy it. But as you know, I hate running. And here's the other thing I hate: looking like a dumb idiot. I imagining me doing those transitions and like fumbling around and like taking off my like wetsuit, or I don't even know what you do, putting on the bike like I'm like, ugh, God, what a freaking embarrassment. Like I'm just gonna be so embarrassed. I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm gonna be looking around like an idiot. I'm gonna like not be able to do the run. Like I have so many thoughts in my head. Like I need to like take my own advice and just like get in the pool and like do some laps, like start actually running and seeing what it feels like, because I've always wanted to do one, and I like haven't even gotten close. Like I thought I would do it once. I was like, no, I can't.
Oh my gosh. Can I tell you a story of my first triathlon? It was so
Yeah,
bad.
tell me.
I went 3 waves ahead of me. 3. You put on a swim cap that's the color of your wave, right? Of your age group, etc. I was so scared that I got in the water to warm up, and they're firing off wave after wave after wave. And I went in what I thought was my wave. I totally forgot my swim cap color. Just went. Anyways, I got like a 45-minute head start for my age group. Anyways, I finished the race. I ended up taking second. I podiumed. I'm smiling ear to ear to ear because I still don't know I went earlier in that wave. I have no idea until the guy who took first told me, I never saw you on the track. His name's Todd. He goes, I never saw you out there on the course. I think you started earlier. Were you wearing actually a blue cap? I was like, yeah. He's like, yeah, you went with the green caps or whatever. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I got a bottle of Happy Man Jack and some shampoo. So yeah.
Shampoo.
Yeah, that was my prize. And I got the plaque too. But I threw away the
Wait,
plaque because it didn't count.
wait, they didn't just give it to the actual second place person?
No, that was my prize. The first place prize got like a subscription to something, but I got some shampoo and a black.
Wait, but you weren't actually second place.
Technically, I was because of my time, right? Because I crossed, earlier. Uh, yeah. So that's my triathlon story. So do it. Get in there. Do the triathlon, D. What's your next thing?
I don't think so. A scary goal. I mean, yeah, I guess the other one like is more of a like just a personal life thing. Like I really want to travel with my kids, but I'm scared to travel alone with them. Like I've only done like small trips with them or like trips with family, but I'm scared to like go get on a plane with them by myself. Like I don't know, that just feels scary to me being like the only adult taking care of these two kids, and we're in a place we've never been or something. But like I want to take them to California so bad because Finley was born in California, and I just like want to show them the whole state and like do a camping trip. I'm scared to do it by myself with them.
That's
Yeah, maybe do
awesome.
a smaller. I'd have to do a solo camping trip with them, smaller, closer to home. That's the first
That's
step.
your baby step. That's your baby step process
Yeah.
you talked about earlier.
Yeah, that's my baby step. If you have a goal you're scared of, it's a new season, the weather's warmer. I think this is a good time to reset and decide that you're going to do this scary thing this year. So I want people to tell us in the comments what's their scary thing.
As always, listeners, we thank you so much for listening. Share this show with your friends, your family, your loved ones. Check out the show notes to get your free 2-week trial. Get matched with your own personal trainer.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.